Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do the rapid fire book tag. So I was tagged to do this video by Victoria at My Books Are Me. I will link her YouTube channel down below. She's got some awesome content, so you should definitely go check her out. So basically this tag is fast, rapid fire. There's a list of questions here that I'm going to go through, and let's just jump right in. First question, ebook or physical book? Physical book. Because it's so nice to be able to hold it in your hands and see your progress as you go through the book and be able to mark it up or annotate as you go along. Paperback or hardback? That's a hard one. I think for my shelves, I prefer hardback because it's more aesthetically pleasing. But as far as reading, I think I prefer paperback, especially those floppy paperbacks that lay flat when you open it without cracking the spine. Those are the best. Online or in-store book shopping? Well, I primarily do my book shopping online because Amazon and Book Depository and Book Outlet are way cheaper. I do actually prefer in-store shopping. I love being able to walk around and peruse the shelves and take my time and just kind of see what's there versus having to click through the web pages to find out information about more books. Trilogies or series? Trilogies. I tend to get attached to characters, and I do love series, but I think trilogies are kind of like, at least for me, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like, it's just right. And while I do absolutely adore series, I think a lot of my favorite series have 2 or 3 books in them. So, heroes or villains? What do you think, Butch? Heroes or villains? Yeah. Probably heroes, because while I do love a good villain, I absolutely love strong, kick-butt protagonist or the heroes of the story. Those are my favorite. A book you want everyone to read. I want everyone to read everything. Probably Strange the Dreamer, just because it's my favorite book. But I know that it's not really a book for everyone. We're gonna go with Strange the Dreamer. It's beautiful, it's lyrical, and it's so vivid. I think everyone should read it. And also Harry Potter. Recommend an underrated book. For this, I'm definitely going to pick Ziggy Stardust and Me by James Brandon. I do have a video review of it that I'll link, but honestly, I have not seen this really hyped up in the booktube community, and I think it's just because it's not on a lot of people's radar. I absolutely adored it, and it follows a character who is gay and he's going through conversion therapy in the 70s and coming to terms with that and developing a friendship with a male protagonist. And it's just so good, and the characters are just so well written, and it's definitely an underrated book that I think a lot of people should read. The last book you finished. How ironic. It's right here, because I'm about to film a book review. So the last book I finished is The Fountain of Silence by Ruta Sepetys. This is set in Spain, and I adored this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The last book you bought. The last book I bought is Call Down the Hawk by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the first book in the Dreamer trilogy. It follows the Raven cycle, and I am so excited to read this book. Weirdest thing that you've used as a bookmark? Probably my cat's tail because she was just kind of laying there and I was in my bed and I had to go do something. So I just kind of put her tail in there and let the book rest on it. Used books, yes or no? Absolutely yes. Top 3 favorite genres: YA fantasy, cozy mystery, and nonfiction science. Borrow or buy? I prefer to buy because I enjoy collecting books. However, I highly encourage you to use your local library as well. That is my goal for the rest of this year while I'm on a book buying ban. While I do enjoy character-driven books, I'm going to pick plot on this because if the story does not have a good plot, it's really hard for me to get into. Long or short books? I prefer long books. I really enjoy getting to know the characters in the world and, you know, get a lot of backstory if there is some. And you get such a feeling of accomplishment when you finish a really long book. Long or short chapters? Short chapters, because I really prefer to stop reading at the end of a chapter because it makes my life easier. And when a book has really, really long chapters, it's really hard to find a good place to stop. Name the first 3 books you think of. Daisy Jones and the Six, There's Something About Sweetie, and A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Books that make you laugh or cry. Book that made me laugh was Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. You should definitely check that one out. I laughed out loud through that entire book. And books that make me cry, the first one that comes to mind was Precious. It was such a good book, but it was so heartbreaking and harrowing that I think I cried throughout that entire book. And it's been a really long time since I've read it, but it's really stuck with me. Our world or fictional worlds? Fictional worlds, because our world is way too depressing right now. Audiobooks, yes or no? Absolutely yes. I do. Most of my reading right now is audiobooks because I'm so busy and I can listen to them while I commute, I can listen to them while I'm doing work, and while I'm knitting, getting ready for work. They're awesome. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Yes. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? Probably book to movie, because sometimes the book to TV adaptations, they drag it on too long. And book to movie, lately they've been doing pretty well on sticking close to the book. A movie or TV show that you preferred to its book? Maybe Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder, because I've read the book twice at least, and I love the book, but I adore the movie and I adore Gene Wilder. And last is series or standalones? Series, because I love getting to know the characters and I love learning everything I can about the worlds, and I love long story arcs that are in series. So that was my rapid fire book tag. I am going to tag anyone else who wants to do this tag. I tag you. So as always, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.